Welcome to Humans Omegas, back here with the goodie, one that I've been waiting for, and now that it's finally here, I'm happy to say 10 out of 10. I don't say that very often. I know it's very rare that I say like it's a 9, 9.5, it's a solid A tier or B tier, you name it, but Spice from Tier, Escape from Veltegar, you guys did amazing. Steamroller Stories, aka Steamroller Animations, which if you guys don't know who they are, pause it, check it out right now. They have 2 YouTubes. And Steamroller Animations, that's where all the behind the scenes is. Their work on other gaming projects and you name it, other projects with animation. So if that sounds like a fancy up to you, check it out, please and thank you. But their pilot is on Steamroller Stories, so that's where you're gonna want to go. And they do have one more bit. They have the Space Frontier short film, which is the one that kicked everything off, and I actually like as well because the short is basically Kent, the main guy that we follow here, besides Xylok, the robot commander, and they have a little mini mission going to this abandoned station looking for salt, sea salt to be exact. And it's a fun little ride, and we get to see their introduction, and honestly, Kent's kind of a dork, so nothing wrong with that. Back to the main piece on the Space Frontier pilot. We get a new cast of characters. We have Kentucky Kent Williams, which as we can tell is the cook of this little group here. Sela, the really cool robotic leader. We have Ada, the plant-loving new girl it looks like. Eloy, the engineer in the background here, which is really cool to do still. And we also have Maud Ari Maud Magdalena. A little bit of a hardhead, butts heads with Eloy, but she seems to be cool and she's nice when she wants to be, it looks like.
It's green.
Yeah, and now? Hey, Mom.
I can't work like this. It's still green, Eloy.
How's it looking?
Now it's red. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Eloy!
Oh, please, hang on. I gotta cut the power for this part. It'll be back on soon.
And then last but not least, we have our good boy. We have Nexus, the security bot. Gotta show him some love. I love this. From the beginning of the episode where we just start off and it feels like How to Train Your Dragon with Hiccup fighting the last dragon from the first movie, where Hiccup and Toothless have to do their brick maneuver to yeet him, if you will. Yeah, everything felt really cool. Action from the start, trying to sort things out, figure it out. You start to realize that they're also hunting down another food condiment or another food ingredient. Obviously, because it is called the Space Frontier. And if you don't know what that means per se, just to give you a heads up, Kent, they're trying to find missing food, missing spices, missing condiments. He's trying to bring back the lost art of food from Earth. Bringing back curry, bringing back burritos, bringing back you name it. If it's from Earth, it's been long gone, and he wants to bring that back because he's from Earth and he wants to show the universe that you can still sit down, get a good bowl of food, talk with some people, become friends, and just share a meal. And that's what food's about. It really is. It's not about how fancy it is. It's not about how gourmet it is. It's about you talking with your family, talking with your friends, or just enjoying the meal, because sometimes you just gotta enjoy the food.
So you're gonna tell me or what?
Okay, so the farm is just the beginning. Imagine this. Restaurants and food stalls as far as the eye can see. Visitors of all species from every corner of the universe coming to try cuisine that's been lost for 258 years. Everyone's gonna dine together, share stories, smile, laugh, and this will all happen with Earth food at the center. I want to start an Earth cuisine renaissance.
Whoa.
Saying it out loud like that, it does sound like a pretty absurd idea.
Absurd or not, Ken, you aren't wrong. If we can't learn to get along, we'll eventually just self-destruct.
I love that about this. But that's not what entirely pulled me in. It's just the fact that these characters are super fun. Like with the short, Sela and Kent, pretty fun to watch and banter. They have a good little fun there. But in the pilot, we get to see Ada, we get to see Nexus, we get to see Eloy and Maud, and obviously Kent. And everybody just has a good little feel with them. They really do. They don't feel out. They don't feel like they don't belong. The back and forth between Eloy and Maud, and then Sela trying to be the good, strong leader that she is. And interesting character. Apparently there's more of a mystery to her, which we get to find out later. So really cool about that right there. And Ada and Kent kind of like the little middle ground. You know, they got the adventurous side with them. They go on their way, try to look for the ingredients, and in doing so, they get kind of followed by the little worms, if you will. And Nexus, man, such a cool dude. He has to protect them. But it kind of hits the fan pretty hard, and you know, things go a little crazy. And the same thing goes for the gang, Eloy and Maud and Sheila. She makes a discovery, goes back to save the gang, and gets kind of tense. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to spoil too much, but when it comes down to it, they find their ingredient, they find out the big brain of what it can do, and you know what? It's pretty cool. Nothing super fancy, nothing super over the top. It's surprisingly filled with action, surprisingly filled with good character chemistry, good character flow. The banter is there, which fits really well. And this is something you can actually watch with the people, with the kids, with the family. I'm very surprised. You know, there's always got to be that little edge these days, whether it's adult humor or whether it's a little bit of the saucy extra, you know, you name it. But they do the opposite. They just keep it a nice, simple show, and Space Frontier delivers for everybody. Nothing extra, nothing I'm like, oh, Timmy, turn your eyes away, you know. None of that. It's none of that. It's surprisingly very, very nice. And I gotta get in for the action. Really good. And I'm not gonna lie, can somebody from Steamroller, can you tell me that the Sela dash, was that a nod to Samus's speed boost ability, or am I just being a nerd? Please let me know, and if somebody from Steamroller watches this, let me know please, because I swear that's what that was. I'm just gonna say that right now. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But to get back to the point of this, I think y'all did a fantastic job. I really loved everybody in this, from Kent, Sela, Ada, Eloy, Maud, and Nexus. Nexus, my boy, he was MVP in this episode. I'm not gonna lie, he was a Chad. I think it was fantastic. Music, sound effects, animation was clean, really nice to watch. Action, I think everything was there. It really was. In my opinion, my robot opinion, y'all hit the nail on the head perfectly. So a solid 10 out of 10. If you want to see more of this, please check them out. Steamroller Stories and obviously Steamroller Animation. They have 2 locations. And if this still isn't enough for you, they have a website. They have more deets over there, more with the characters. And they have a free PDF file for a little bit of a deeper lore for the characters. So if you want more story, it's right there for y'all to go check out. And it's free. So with that being said, that's enough of that. I know. You're supposed to be critiquing, not just, you know, glazing over it. But I'm sorry. It's a really well done show. And in my opinion, y'all made it perfect. You really did. Action. Funny, derpy, characters. I hate nobody. I like everybody. Even Eloy and Nexus, those are my guys right there. Those are my bros. But with that being said, I'm done. I'll leave it as it is. If you guys checked that out, please let me know down below what you liked, what you didn't like. And with that, I'm out. Y'all have a good one.